Hello, strong people. Week 10, day one of Olympic City Pro-Am Prep. It's day one back from the Arnold Classic, the Arnold Fitness Convention, whatever you want to call it, the Arnold. Uh, Lots of walking, not great sleep. Kind of a long car ride yesterday. Not really. 4 hours ain't too bad. Definitely didn't hydrate a whole lot that well over the weekend. Tried to, but you don't want to have to be peeing constantly when you're at a convention. Tonight, event. It's an event run, comp run at a log press. So it's supposed to be 330, 375, 400. But what I'm going to do, just for math purposes, ease of weight changes, and I should specify, I'm supposed to do 330, 30-second break, load the weights during that 30 seconds, do 375, wait 30 seconds and load the weights during that, and then go for 400. Obviously, I won't be having to do that in competition. So it's kind of a different thing. What I'm going to end up doing, though, is 340, 370, 400, just because math works out. 340, let me do my math right. Yeah, 340 is a 45 on each side, and then two 25s. That puts me at 340 because the log's 150. And then that means I just have to put 30 pounds on after each rep. So I'll do the 340, put on a 10 and a 5 on each side, 370, do 370, put on a 10 and a 5, and do 400. So that's the plan. Yes, I already did my my top set. So you'll see what happens here in a second. All right, so as you just saw, top set, or sets, I should say. Ugh. I'm not happy. Um, there's going to be, I could make plenty of excuses, of course, but at the end of the day, nothing's going to be perfect on game day, so it doesn't matter. They don't matter. It's really about all I got to say. I got to be better. There's some technical issues I know that should be that I was looking at in between attempts, which I was supposed to just do one. But whenever I know that something isn't necessarily a strength issue and it's a technique issue, it makes me want to keep going and fix that technique because I know I'm strong enough to do it. It's just I know that there is something a little bit off. It doesn't feel quite right. And just going to give you an example of what I was thinking there. Leg drive, kind of non-existent. And for whatever reason, when I've been pressing, I think I've been pressing through my toes too much because whenever I'm pressing, I can feel my heels landing in a different spot. And I want to get that triple extension to get the full drive into my legs, but they're landing in a position that isn't allowing me to fully tighten up my lower half. And it just feels a little odd. I'm landing and it feels like I have no back to press off of. That's just me being dumb, probably. Foot position wrong or something stupid. But the big thing I'm noticing is, and this is how I used to, this is what happened a lot whenever before I got better at log, I would just say. I made a video about this actually. It was I don't know if a video specifically for it, but it was definitely in one of my videos. So what I'm doing is whenever I am cleaning the log from stomach to rack position, I'm over rotating. So I have my hands like this. And when I'm dipping and then pressing, I'm catching the log here and then I'm finishing like that. And in my opinion, I don't want that. I want this hand to be just straight neutral, as neutral as I can be. I know I lean back so it looks a little bit up, but that's okay. But this is not okay. I want these hands neutral. So whenever I'm pressing, it's a fluent motion. It's not here and then there. Because what I'm doing is I'm pressing and then I'm having to tricep extend it out because my hand is so far back. And also, I don't have that great of mobility. So my hand isn't fully on the bar whenever I have the bar that cranked into my neck like that. So honestly, this is probably the opposite of what most people would do. But I need to drop my elbows to still keep them tight and pinned. But I want my hands neutral. So when I press, it's fluid. And because I lean back when I press, it feels a little bit more fluid. So it's like, that was a great example. I hope that was stupid. As soon as I was like, I want it to be more like this, I knew that example was going to make no sense. I know what I need to do in my head. I've seen all my videos. I watched a lot of videos back in between sets. And I did one more attempt at just the 400. And it felt way better. At that point, I was just gassed because I've tried like 3 times. And then 405 2 more times, or 400 2 more times, which is stupid. But I knew it was technical, so I wanted it to feel right. And I think that last set, it did feel right. I was able to get a better breath. My hands felt better. It felt like I was more geared to press. Because when I have my hands too back, it's almost like I'm not trying to push jerk or split jerk. I'm trying to push press. So I want that log to be fluid from rack to lockout. And whenever I have my arms cranked back like that and my hand on the bar, it's a 2-part press. So what I'm basically doing right now is I'm dipping, driving for the push, and then when I go to press, I'm catching the log, which I don't want to do. I want it to be fluid. I want to have my leg drive go straight into my press. So I have momentum. Whenever I'm catching it like that, there's no momentum. And then it just turns into this really crazy tricep extension that I just don't want. I know what I'm doing. And when the weights get this heavy, there's no room for technical error. I'm just not strong enough to fight through it yet. Some people out there, they can have a technical error and still grind through a 400 log. I do not think I am strong enough for that yet. So I need it to be, pretty technically sound in order to get it, especially after 2 other logs. But I know it's doable. It's plenty doable. It felt doable tonight. It's just, I'm not happy, if you can't tell. Yeah. We'll just stop there. And then we'll record some, I don't have a whole lot of camera left. Yeah, we'll just move on to accessories. All right, so I've already done one set of this. It feels kind of heavy. I'm pretty tired at this point, honestly. But it's like, if you've never competed before, I don't know about everything, but I know about 2 weeks out in strongman. Oh my God, you feel horrible. Your legs don't work. Nothing works. It's just, you just kind of exist until you magically feel great on game day. So let's do a set of lat pull downs. It's supposed to be, I believe, 3 sets of 7 with a 2 count pause in the chest. So we'll see. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. I'm gassed. I can probably credit that to trying my top set more than once, and then a little bit more. But I don't know. It's kind of messing with me. I'm really particular about like what food I eat before training typically. And it's almost always between 350 and 450 grams of rice, cooked rice. And I know that depends a little bit, how much it actually is, because it's cooked. It's the water weight can be different. And then like 8 to 10 ounces of some sort of protein, turkey, chicken, beef, venison, elk sometimes, if I have it. And I have not had that. I didn't have that last week, and I haven't had it this week. Getting home from the Arnold yesterday, this is just me slacking off. I didn't do it. I didn't get my my chicken out and thawed. It just didn't happen. And I'm not saying I'm paying for it, but it bothers me because that's the thing that I am very consistent with that. And I did as good as I could have today. I did like some of those pasta sides things, like the rice. I think it's like a rice pasta combo. I had some of that, and then I had like frozen chicken patties, which I don't like to eat fried stuff like that before a training session. I just feel sluggish. It's whatever. I mean, I felt good coming into it. I felt well rested. I slept like 9.5 hours or something crazy last night, which is a lot more than I usually do. Let's see. I went to bed at like 10:40, I think, is the last time I saw the clock, and I woke up at 7:15. 8:15. I guess more like only 8.5 hours, but if I did my math right. But anyway, I felt very well rested when I got up this morning. I don't know. Probably didn't hydrate as well as I could have. I was on phones today for work, so it's tough to do. There's no break time when you're on phones, really. It's just phone call back to back to back to back for like 4 hours, and you don't get time to. You can take a sip of water in between, but if you walk away from your desk, you're missing, a phone call or two, or they're sitting in the queue. And I'm at work. That's priority at that point. So I should have filled my water up on my lunch break, and I just didn't. Rookie mistake. These are just little things that I think, add that extra 1%. And if you're firing at 80% and you do 5 other things right that you weren't doing before, and you get 1% out of each, you're now 85%. And if you have a 400-pound log, what's 5% of 400? I don't know what it is, but it's enough to make a difference. So those are the little things that matter to me that I need to. There will be no swaying the next 3 weeks. That will be strict. There is no doubt about that. I will not falter at that. I can't. I don't know if that was a bug or a piece of the plastic or something from up top that fell on my head there. I start getting pretty emotionally invested in training this close to the show. It's not that I'm emotionally uninvested in it earlier on in prep, but in my opinion, you should be in game day mindset for sessions, 3-4 weeks out. And it's not that I'm not. I don't know. There's probably some nerves going into it. There has to be. I mean, it's by far the heaviest show I've done. It's a pro-am, so I'm going to be competing against pros. First flight. Whole lot of new stuff. And I don't think I'm that great at new stuff. I'm a very routine person, so when it comes to changes like this, kind of messes with my head a little bit. And it is what it is. We'll get through it. We'll survive. Hopefully we'll put together a good performance on game day. So I still have a little bit more to do, but I'm going to hustle through that. I'm not going to take you guys with me. And yeah, big deadlifts tomorrow. I got to do some. I definitely have to get the massage gun on my hamstrings and lower back and stuff. I got to be ready for tomorrow. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.